Well, I mean, yeah, that kind of just happened. I haven't seen a sadder retirement since I finally stopped uploading shitty rap videos to my YouTube channel.
Okay, that sucked.
Yeah, when your parents say like you have a digital footprint and like things can't come off the internet, this is what they're talking about. I can't get rid of this, and neither can you, John. What have you done?
And I use a bad credit card. 'Cause I'm a dog walker, yes I am.
This past Saturday, John Cena had his final match against the ring general, Gunther. A lot of people are pretty upset about it. I'll get into my thoughts on that in a second, but there was a whole other part of the show that we need to talk about. I'm sure this fan probably fucked up the first bit of audio for that whole part, but we'll be all right. Starting off with Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi, this match had me hyped. Cody Rhodes has always been a great storyteller above all else, and I feel like a big guy like Oba Femi, he could really have a pretty bang up match with. The WWE did this little thing called 50-50 booking. See, neither guy could really lose, so they just booked themselves into a corner, and the only way out was to cop out and have Drew McIntyre run in and have the match thrown out.
Finger to my haters, are you bitch jealous?
Honestly, this is the biggest nothing burger of a match that you can really get. I don't feel like Oba Femi looked particularly strong, and it didn't really go long enough for me to really sink my teeth into it, really get into it. I had a theory maybe Cody Rhodes got busted open hard ways on his ears, so they just called the match and audible to the finish. If that's not the case, then I don't understand what the booking decision was here. Bayley wrestled Sol Ruka. And I mean, it was a fine match. I didn't really have a problem with it. Sol Ruka is an absolute star, and I want to really get into people's heads when they find out that they can do these finishing maneuvers where they do a backflip and then an RKO. Then you had the tag match with Leon Slater and Javon Evans, 6'7" Unk guy.
Don't call me Unk. I am not your Unk.
But Uncle Miz had not one.
So to Uncle Allen and Dragon Lee for the tag belts. I don't know if I'm tripping, but I feel like AJ Styles looked like he wanted to be anywhere but right there. I mean, it was a pretty good match. Evans and Slater are immensely talented, and it's always weird seeing TNA guys wrestle on WWE product. Speaking of TNA guys, then we had the fucking Joe Hendry bit. I'm not saying I don't like Joe Hendry. I've been watching him since he was the local hero in What Culture Wrestling or whatever.
What wrestling does is it brings all of these people together here tonight.
I just feel like if we're going to do the Joe Hendry experiment, we need to just do it. I understand he's on NXT now, but he keeps dipping his toes off in the water. I don't feel like it's going to get any better than WrestleMania. So if we're going to run this shit, let's go ahead and run it. Overall, all the matches, including that Joe Hendry bit, just kind of felt stakeless to me. Like they didn't really matter. All just kind of existed in a vacuum cleaner. And we didn't really get anything of substance out of these matches. And then finally, it was time for the big finale, the big John Cena final match against Gunther, and it was kind of mid. I don't really know what you expect to get out of 50-year-old John Cena and Gunther, who has never been known for his flashy wrestling.
No, get back there.
It was an all right match. It had some good spots, and then we came to the finish. The sleeper bit went on for like 5 minutes too long. I don't know if I'm the only person that has a problem with someone staying in a sleeper hold for more than 2 minutes without dying. The psychology was just kind of not there for me. And then we kept having hope spot after hope spot, and it just kind of got redundant. Honestly, when they started that, I thought John Cena might win because they were going on with it for so long. He had the big hand, the hand up comeback, and then he got the hammer and anvil elbows. He got back in the sleeper hold, and then he smiled and tapped out. I've heard a lot of people say that this finish was kind of a dud, and I would have to agree. I feel like if you gave John Cena the mic for like 3 minutes, he probably could have saved it and talked about how like he was in that sleeper hold and he realized why he started this farewell run in the first place. But instead, they just rushed out the whole locker room, gave them both belts, and then got them in every corner to take a picture, and he left. And I mean, like I said, it was an all right match. I just feel like the expectations were so high that it didn't really matter what they did. It was kind of going to fall flat. Like maybe you should have had a couple run-ins, really built up the spectacle of it. Um, but I guess they were just trying to make Gunther look like a monster here.
I don't want to live in a hole anymore.
I mean, sure, Gunther's going to have some good heat, but like he probably could have had that heat all year round if you didn't have him tap out to Jay fucking Uso. I think Jay Uso should have retired John Cena. He should have hit him with 3 super kicks and 2 splashes and pinned him. And maybe they'll make some good out of this, but I just kind of feel like this whole year has kind of been a big dud. The whole John Cena farewell tour where he turned heel for views pretty much, did it for the Vine, if you will. As someone who grew up brainwashed by the internet wrestling community to like all the heels, I mean, I had the stupid Seth Rollins emoji shirt. I just, I mean, it was a cool moment, but I don't feel like we really got anything out of it. And I think they knew that when John Cena just said, yeah, I'm a face again, and didn't really give any build to that. There were so many missed storytelling opportunities throughout this year, not just with the John Cena thing, but I mean, it just felt like this whole year has kind of been a letdown. I think that's pretty much what I would have to say about Saturday Night Main Event, John Cena's final match. Overall, I would give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Um, and I will say thank you, John Cena, for making Ricky Stenicki.